What's up, guys? Omar here, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and Ome Realty. So this is going to be another mortgage rate update. And then also, why is inflation not going down? It's just so stupid why people think that inflation should be going down. And this whole song and dance that media has been doing when it comes to inflation and, oh, the feds are so aggressive, and oh, the feds are so aggressive. Let me just break this down to you. They are not aggressive at all. This is like the most lamest excuse for countering hyperinflation that I've ever seen. It is the absolute epitome of stupidity when it comes to how you go ahead and counter hyperinflation. The worst part is we already have the blueprint. We already know how to counter hyperinflation. We already know how to do it. Paul Volcker did it when things were getting out of hand, late 70s, early 80s. So what are they doing now? Something completely idiotic. But let's get on with the mortgage rate update. We'll knock this out really quickly. You could go ahead and skip this part if you want. It's only going to take about 45 seconds.
That's what she said, right? Just kidding. That was
a stupid joke. Okay, as of 10/14/2022, we're going to go ahead and price out 10 different mortgaging products. 30-year fix will be sitting at 6.39%. 15-year fix will be sitting at 5.43%. 30-year high balance will be sitting at 6.41%. DSCR loan will be sitting at 8.50%. Bank statement loan will be sitting at 8.50%. FHA 30-year fix will be sitting at 5.78%. 7/6 adjustable rate mortgage will be sitting at 6.47%. USDA 30-year fix will be sitting at 5.83%. VA 30-year fix will be sitting at 5.73%, and hard money fix and flip will be sitting at 9.75%. Now, these are not actual average mortgage products. These are mortgage products that my company does. So if you were interested in any one of these mortgages, because I know my rates and my fees and everything associated with brokers are way better than you could get with your big bank. So let me be your big bank. Go get a loan estimate. Have them run your credit. Go do all that other good stuff and see how much you could go ahead and save when you use me versus somebody else. And up to 50% commission rebate, 0% listing on selling your current home or any mortgage assistance. A link in the description below. But let's go ahead and look what's happening, okay? So the total inflation rate, okay? Inflation rate is at 8.2%. And everybody's doing this whole song and dance like, oh my God, they're so aggressive with this inflation, with this, increasing the federal fund rate. No, they're not. Because we are so deep in shit that it is unbelievable. Now, there's two sides of the story. I'm going to give you exactly what the mainstream media says, and then I'm going to give you the other side of the coin, which is the conspiracy theory of the whole entire conundrum that we're in. So the rate hikes by the Federal Reserve have unraveled pretty much the whole global economy, as slowing U.S. growth. Prices have kept on going. Now, they keep saying that the whole job market, they're adding jobs, businesses are adding jobs. I don't know where in the flying fuck they're actually adding jobs to, or where it's going. Like, if you're talking about, and no offense to anybody who is in this career field, but if you're talking about people that are in, like, I don't know, waiters and waitresses, that's not a gopher. I have a buddy that does Amazon logistics. They're letting people go on Amazon. They're letting people go in Google. They're letting people go in Apple. They're letting people go in a lot of these big tech companies. Where in the flying fuck are these goddamn jobs coming from? I don't understand where it's going, how it's coming, what sector really it's going. I mean, is it the front desk clerk at a hotel? Is it like one of those people? If that's what you are saying that it's up, and then all of a sudden we have the unemployment report. Now, unemployment report, because of the last 2 years, majority of people, and why unemployment is so low, is because unemployment gives you money based off of unemployed earnings that you have had. So as you work, you accrue a bunch of money to go ahead and be able to put in a fund that in case something happens, you get unemployment. Well, what the fuck do you think happened the past 2 years? Pandemic really screwed it, and I apologize for cursing a lot. Today's not a good day. Today's a bad day, especially since we're doing much of nothing anymore. Like, real estate companies are all doing terrible. Real estate in the United States, and I'm assuming, I'm not going to go ahead and speak for everybody because I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I know as far as the United States, the whole economy as a whole relies super heavily when it comes to real estate. The transactions coming in and out and happening, mortgage payments being in, we rely really heavily. Big banks do, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, these insuring bodies do. A lot of these people, they do. So prices steadily are rising. Everything is rising. Inflation is still kicking up, and nothing seems to be helped. Now say that there's a housing shortage, right? That is, now whenever you have inflation, right, it is the lack of one product to go ahead and influx the amount that you have. So like for instance, if you and your buddy, right, your buddy has 6 beers and you have 1 beer, right? You drink a beer and you're like, you know what, I want one of those. Let's say he paid $6 for the beer, whatever, hypothetically, for that 6-pack of beer. He paid $1 a beer. Maybe it's like Busch Light or something. And he says, no, I'm not going to give you this beer. I'm going to go ahead and charge you $2. And then you have another buddy on the other side is like, you know what, you really want those beers. I'm going to go ahead and give you $3 for that beer. Then you have this other dude across the way that says, you know what, I'm going to go again and give you $4 for that beer. Well, now we have a supply and demand thing which causes inflation. That's what the housing thing is, but that doesn't exist anymore. Housing sales, home prices have decreased. Sales decreased. Listings have increased. So that song and dance about housing, don't talk to me when it comes to housing. I'm the forefront guy when it comes to housing. And then they also say that there's supply chain issues. Oh, well, you know what? We can't get supplies. We can't get anything when it comes to, chips when it comes to vehicles. We can't get certain lumber or metals or whatever it is to make that specific good. Now, here's the other side of the coin. Now, this is a conspiracy theory as a whole, right? Because, you know, as a whole, you end up having some sort of like, you know, what if in your mind. You're never ever going to take what I never do. If somebody tells me something, until I do my own due diligence, I don't care what you say. I don't care what anybody says. And especially for people that are high up in office in the forefront of media and trying to get elected and all of that, I don't give a shit what any one of them says. I have to look and see whatever I am trying to go ahead and do. So the conspiracy on this is that, well, they know that they messed up a lot. A lot of businesses have trickled this and that, but they have certain buddies that go ahead and lube these politicians up. They go ahead and lube these politicians up, and they want to make a little bit more before everything. They have no choice but to make everything go sour. So they say, you know what? Inflation is still high. That means that businesses like your Costco's, your Walmart's, your Kroger's, and all these other companies, Nike or whatever, you could pick whichever one you want. I'm just rambling off a couple of companies that I know. They get to increase their prices, so their margins are a lot more higher before, and they want to do this just to go ahead and dump all the inventory that they have and then go ahead and just let it just slide out from there. Let people hold the positions that they have as far as holding stocks in a certain company, whether you're doing an option trading, you're holding any calls, or you're holding any puts on it. That's a good conspiracy. That is actually a really good thing, because if I was in a position to where I could go ahead and do something like this, and I had a bunch of my buddies, like I have my Coca-Cola buddy here, and I have my Pepsi buddy over here, I have my McDonald's buddy here, I have my Nike buddy here, I have my Johnson & Johnson buddy over here. We're sitting there, we're having a good old time, having a few drinks, and we're sitting there chit-chatting, because majority of politicians get lubed up by business owners. That's what campaigning is for. They have people that donate. Well, if these people are donating and giving you money, they become really, really good friends. And if they have a suggestion for me to go ahead and say, you know what, I want you to go ahead and do this and this and this, and I want you to go ahead and, you know, push the index a little bit higher. I want to go ahead and push this a little bit longer. Guess what they're going to do? They're actually going to do it. Now, of course, this has no basis. This is all a conspiracy. This is all just like, you know, thinking outside of the box. But let me know what you think. Up to 50% commission rebate, 0% listing on selling your current home or any mortgage assistance. Link in the description below. Until next video, like, subscribe, comment, all that other good stuff. I'll keep you guys up to date on all things inflated related, real estate related, and oh yeah, Kanye West got banned from JP Morgan Chase. How the hell does that happen? Freaking Jamie Dimon is just slipping. Till next video, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Peace.